Welcome, Mike Lorenz. Thank you for joining me with the latest in our E15 Expressway web chat with retailers conversation. Great to see you.
Likewise. Thanks, Emily. Thanks for having me.
And for our viewers, many of you know Mike Lorenz. He's an Executive Vice President of Petroleum Supply from a fabulous E15 retailer, Sheetz, one of the pioneers in the E15 space. Mike, would you just start out, tell us a little bit about Sheetz, your footprint, and the customers that you serve?
Sure. So Sheetz is a family-owned and operated convenience store chain with 620 stores across 6 states. So we're currently operating in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, and North Carolina. We started in the E15. It seems like a long time ago, and it actually is. We actually started in 2015, and initially it was with a partnership with Prime the Pump. And funny enough, lucky enough, that same year, the first USDA grant came out, the Biofuels Infrastructure Partnership Grant. And so, we were off to the races with E15 pretty quickly. And it's been a great ride. I mean, it really has been. And it just continues. It's not over. I mean, getting year-round E15 was a big deal. It was a huge win, which has helped tremendously. But we got into this business, Emily, because part of our brand promise was providing quality choices to our customers. And the key is not only just choices. You can provide a lot of different products, but the key operative word was quality. And when we looked at E15, it met that criteria. I mean, here was a product that we could sell for less than 87. And price is extremely important with regard to the gasoline consumer, but it was also cleaner burning and higher octane. So it was better for your engine and better for the environment. The question really becomes is why wouldn't you buy it? I mean, not, you should buy this product. I mean, why would you buy this product? There's absolutely, in my mind, no reason not to. And then you throw on top of all of that, energy independence and, U.S. jobs, right? So, I mean, it's a great story. It's a great product. Sales have continued to grow. I mean, we haven't peaked out yet. When you got over 90% of the vehicles on the road that can use it, which was another reason why we decided to offer it, because you could mass market it. And in gasoline, it's all about, volume, because you've got typically low margins and you want high volume. And here, 90% of the consumers can use it. So it's been a good story. The story isn't over yet. So
you talked about adding this, why you chose to add this to your portfolio of offerings. How has your customer responded? Are you getting feedback? Do the sales kind of just speak for themselves, or are you getting additional feedback? What is the customer? What are they thinking about this new unleaded 88 choice at the pump?
Well, when we first started out, we didn't have the RVP waiver. So you had this big 3-month hole in the year where you couldn't sell the product. So we just started out selling it based on price. And that was a driver to a certain extent. But not all of the stores had the price posted on the sign. So a little bit more difficult trying to find it on the pump, on the sensor. Nevertheless, they did. And sales have continued to grow since then. But to this date, Emily, we still have not had an actual marketing program. So it's just out there. It's priced cheaper than 87. The consumers that have found it continue to use it. And they have to get over that kind of hurdle because it's something new. And, humans we're creatures of habit, right? So you go and gasoline, filling up your car is not your most favorite thing to do, right? And you're just going through the steps, filling up your car and you're not paying any attention. So it's tough really trying to get that across to the consumer. But the consumers that have found it like it. They're saving money. It operates perfectly in their car. And the sales continue to grow. And I think getting, year-round E15 was huge. So funny enough, this year is the year that we were planning on promoting it with a marketing campaign. And COVID comes along. So that kind of shot a hole in that. So we still haven't really promoted it to the consumer, but I think, we've got some ideas, and just with everything else going on, unfortunately, that's kind of a little lower priority. We're just trying to keep the boat afloat. Um, but we've got to get to a marketing campaign, and I think that will absolutely give us a bump, once we get there. So, that's down the road.
Sheetz recently received, congratulations, from USDA, a substantial grant as part of their HBIP program this fall. What is that going to mean for your business and your ability to expand E15?
It's huge. I mean, we wouldn't have gotten into this business. Number one, we got into this business because of growth energy. I mean, truth be told, and then the funds coming from Prime the Pump, and then that kind of tied into the first BIP, USDA grant, and now the second USDA grant, HBIP, if you want to call it that. So it's a big deal. I mean, we look at the 620 stores that we have 280 stores that sell E15 and E85. And with this new grant, we're going to add another 45 locations. So I mean, you need to get it out there, because you can't have it at one store. I mean, because the consumer that's traveling, they like it, they use it, and it's at one location, but they want to find it at every location. So we're closing in on hopefully about half of our locations will have it, as we continue to expand the offering. So that's great. So they'll be able to find it at most of our locations. And if it's not at that location, at least it should be at a nearby location. So, we're very optimistic that sales will continue to grow. We like the product because there are cases, it gives us a competitive advantage, because it's a product, it's a differentiator, it's a product that other consumers or other competitors don't have. So, with gas being very sensitive, we can compete by offering that product cheaper than what they're selling 87 at. And that's attractive to the consumer. So I think, more to come. I mean, we're still fully supporting E15. The grant is great news to help us continue to expand our footprint of E15. So more to come.
Mike, you and I have known each other since the day that I really walked into this industry and worked with growth since the beginning. As you said, growth is what got you into the E15 business. What has been the most impactful thing that we've been able to do together in our partnership to allow you to get more unleaded 88 into your stations, into your customers?
You guys have been totally, and I'm not saying this, honestly, you guys have been totally instrumental in getting us in this business. We would not be in this business without Growth Energy. And what I love, if you go to the Growth Energy website and you open it up, what does it say? Supporting American ethanol. And I'm telling you, you want to talk about walk the talk, you guys back that 100%. You completely support American ethanol. So, as a resource, you guys are always there to answer questions. All this stuff that you've done on the Hill, fighting for ethanol and fighting for E15 and for getting rid of the 1 pound waiver. I mean, it goes on and on and on. I mean, you guys have done an awesome job, a great job. I mean, really. So from my perspective, you guys are doing a great job. And you, like I said, have been number one reason why we're here.
Well, thank you. We're going to continue to walk the walk. This is our growth opportunity here. So Mike, thank you for taking the time. Great to see you. I'm glad you're doing well. And thanks for joining me in the video chat.
Thank you, Emily. I'm glad you're doing well also. And, take care. Hopefully we'll get to actually meet face to face someday again.
Yeah.